Welcome to the Page Turner Adventures Creative Literacy Program, filled with crafts and activities that get kids excited about books and reading.
I'm going to teach you how to make juggling balls. Juggling balls are a lot of fun, and these are super easy. Here's what you need. For each juggling ball, you're going to need 3 9-inch balloons per ball. So altogether, if you're doing a set of juggling balls, you're going to need 9 balloons altogether. All right, you're going to need a funnel. You're going to need a water bottle. You're going to need a pair of scissors. Some duct tape, that's optional. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. And you're going to need some birdseed. Now, with the birdseed, here's what you have to get. Make sure you don't get birdseed that has like sunflower seeds in it or any of the bigger pieces. You want to get the finest kind of birdseed you possibly can. This is obviously what's going inside of the juggling ball. Now, some people say that you can use rice or there's some other things that you can use. I don't recommend it actually. The best thing for a juggling ball is really fine birdseed. Here's what you do, here's how you make them. All right, now the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is fill up your water bottle with birdseed to your pre-measured line. Usually it's about 1/4 of the way up the water bottle if you have a regular sized water bottle there, but you do wanna make sure that you do put a line there so you're putting the exact same amount of birdseed in each juggling ball. Now, this can get a little messy if you're working with kids and teens, so what you might wanna do is actually have a bucket, put the water bottle in the bucket like that, and then put the birdseed, because then obviously any extra birdseed that spills out will just spill out onto the bucket. Makes for an easier cleanup. I'm not going to do that. All right. I think my birdseed pouring skills are pretty good. All right, so I'm going to fill up to the line. Okay. That's pretty good. Now put that aside. We'll get to that in a second. Take your 3 9-inch balloons and cut the necks off of 2 of the balloons. All right, so notice we pretty much cut the entire neck off of there. That's going to be important because it's just going to kind of help with the juggling ball. So get rid of those. We don't need those necks. We're going to have the round parts right there. And take the 3rd balloon that you did not cut the neck off of and blow it up just a little bit. That's good. All right, now don't tie it off though. All we want to do is we want to twist it just a little bit to make sure the air doesn't come out. That's good. All right, now we're going to take your bottle and we're going to put the neck of the balloon over the neck of the bottle, over the spout of the bottle there. And then let the balloon untwist. Turn it over and let the birdseed pour into the balloon. Great. Now take the balloon off and let the air out of the balloon. Now there's 2 ways we can do this. We had the duct tape, so you can actually, if you want, tape this little extra nozzle down just like that. Because once again, we don't want to tie a knot. We want to make it, whenever this goes in your hand, to be as smooth as possible. So the duct tape helps with that, but we're going to do it a different way. This is a little weird, but work with me here. We're just going to cut the nozzle off of the balloon just like that. And this does tend to get a little messy now at this point in time. But for the most part, if you do it right, then the birdseed actually isn't going to come out of the balloon. It did a little bit. Once again, if you want to do this over a bucket, you can do that. But this is going to help without the tape on here as well, because then it's going to make it nice and smooth for when we put the 2nd layer of balloon over. Now here's what you have to do. You really have to dig in here and put all of your fingers inside the balloon just like that, and then we're going to put this over the juggling ball. Now once you get about halfway over the juggling ball, the table is going to kind of get in your way, so you're not going to be able to put it over anymore. So just grab the ball with your fingers just like that and push it the rest of the way through. Perfect. All right. Now this is where I said you had to make sure you cut off the neck pretty well, because if you didn't, you'd have a lot of extra neck hanging off right here. But the way it is, it fits nice and perfect. But here you have 2 layers of balloon protecting your birdseed from spilling out all over the place. And here on that little open spot, you only have 1 layer of balloon. That's what the third ball is for. So put this 1 layer of balloon, this little hole here, sticking straight up off of the table, and take your third balloon, stick your fingers in there nice and good, and then put it over the top like that. Once you get about halfway, wrap your fingers around, cover the juggling ball with that third balloon, and there you go. You've got a juggling ball. All right, we're gonna do this with 2 more juggling balls, and then I'm gonna show you another cool trick you can do as well. Now you want to be careful as well that you have all of the air pockets. So if you do find yourself that you have an air pocket on the bottom of your juggling ball right there, just go ahead and push it until it pushes out. And if you find that the birdseed is kind of working its way up the neck, no problem, just kind of push your thumb down just like that to get the birdseed out of the neck, and then you can cut the neck off. Juggling ball number 2. Now, if you notice, I tend to put my hand underneath the balloon here, just in case it falls off. Then we don't have birdseed going crazy everywhere. Just to be safe. Now you've got yourself a set of juggling balls. Now here's another cool thing you can do. You can take another balloon and wrap it over one of the balloons with a different color. So what you want to do is you want to take the neck off, cut the neck off just like that. And now this is kind of like the whole snowflake thing. When you're making paper snowflakes, you just want to cut little holes in a balloon like that. So it'll make patterns on the other juggling ball when you put this balloon over. All right, you can be a little bit more meticulous yourself, but that's close enough for today for this particular project. Now you want to take that and wrap it around. And then, all right, so there you go. That's a pretty cool design, sorta. This is where you can be creative and kind of make up your own pattern and get a little bit, more specific with it than just kind of cutting it into little bits like I did there. But the whole point is you got some great juggling balls and now you can juggle, baby!
For more great crafts and activities, visit our blog at pageturneradventures.com.